Welcome back, everybody. This is Danny Code, and we're continuing on with the Mashinky Death Valley playthrough here. And we are now in Era 2, and we have a ton of stuff to do. I'd like to start doing the iron production, but before I do that, I wanted to make sure that I had enough wood token production, because we're going to need a lot of extensions and whatnot, and a lot of those are going to take, especially early on here, are going to take a lot of wood tokens and coal tokens, actually. So I wanted to make sure that our wood production industry is up to par. And as you can see too, we have a little bit of traffic going on here too that we can probably take care of as well. So we're going to do that. Now let's look at the map real quick. So let's just make a game plan here, as they say. So what I'd like to do first is I'd like to get our log production up from the forest here and make sure, because we have 3 trains going to the logs, going to the forest here. Let's just slow this down a little bit. So we have 3 trains going to the forest here, and as you can see, they're kind of running out of logs. So I'd like to put some extensions on there first, and also I'd like to hook up this forest as well. So then with that, that should allow us, or that should deliver many more logs to this. Let me just close this real quick. A lot more logs here for the, because as you can see here, we only have 10. So our production is down just a little bit here for the sawmill. So we need more logs coming in here for the sawmill, and then the sawmill will obviously produce a lot more planks. So we got that, and then obviously we need to deliver the planks over here. So with that said, I'd like to go ahead and redo this section here, because I think we're gonna run into troubles really quickly with the traffic. So I'd like to disconnect it here and then go ahead and reroute the traffic like down here someplace. So that'll be far enough from this T section here to allow us for the traffic to flow a little bit better. I'd also like to hook up this one eventually as well. This tool works, but maybe a little bit later on. And yeah, so we'll do that. And I'll also like to, before I do anything else, before I start doing the iron production, I'd like to go ahead and connect Dutchtown here and also Bullet Town to the main rails, so we can start getting a lot more money token production going on. So also in Era 2 we do have Post. So Post is another way to make a good amount of money tokens as well. So it's kind of like passengers. So we can actually start doing Post from here, because this one is in the catchment, and we can deliver it here to Dutch City. So from New Haven here to Dutch City. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse, and we're going to connect up this forest. We're going to redo this area here, and then we're also going to go ahead and connect up these 2 towns as well, and also probably this little here, this tool works. So you might as well. So I mean, it's close enough to the town that won't be too much of a hassle. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I will be right back. Okay, that's very nice. Alright, so we have these two towns hooked up, and I was thinking about actually going from like a T section off here directly to each town, but I decided instead just to do one T section and then T section off into each town. So I think that'll work better. Now I'm going to probably have trains programmed to sort of scheduled to take passengers from here to here, so I may do a direct link if traffic gets too heavy up here. So yeah, so that may be an option as well. I also put this together here, so I kind of redid this, and I put it over here because I want to, I think, eventually just put a bridge over here, because this is going to slow down traffic, both for trains and for the road cars here, road vehicles. So I eventually maybe want to put a bridge here or a tunnel here, and I couldn't do that if I had the station on this side, so I just put it over here and extended it and did that. So I think that'll work a little bit better. Now here, this is going to be a lot better as well. So there's traffic is now going to be rerouted into here instead of doing this pass through on this station here. So I think that'll work much better. And it looks like, yeah, because I mean it looks like already we're having a lot of difficulty here. So what do we got here? So we have, so let's make sure that this guy here just goes in reverse out of there. And that should solve that lockup. Or not. Let's do a reverse and then ignore the next signal. There we go. So that should get that guy out of there, allow this guy to go, this guy to go. Perfect. So that should take care of that lockup there. And what do we have going on here? So we have, oh, I see. So this has, so he can't, he doesn't know where to go. I think that's what this is going on here. Let's just do this. There we go. No, man. Reverse. Get out of there. There we go. Alright, so let's just delete that. No, you can go. Oh, I see. Alright, so we got that going on. And so he doesn't go back. We're going to delete that. So nothing else. Yeah, I think we're clear. Okay. So yeah, so when you're redoing tracks like that, a lot of times something will get like lost or whatever. So I think that'll work now. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of this track here, because we do not need it anymore. There we go. Yeah, so that's something to be... I should have been looking out for that. I thought I did. I thought I cleared it out, but I guess I didn't. So when you reroute traffic like that, it could be a little hairy and things could go wrong. But I think we're back on schedule now. So that should be good. Okay, so what I was saying, like, that is, this here is now going to reroute traffic and take a lot of that traffic that was going to the pass-through here. So I think that'll alleviate a lot of the issues going forward. Okay, so there is that. So what is the next thing here? So now I put on a extension on here. So I did put on the lumberjacks storage. So we're gonna do the clearing now. So we'll go ahead and put the clearing just right here. That seems fine to me. So that should now allow all three trains to be full when they come. And these are getting pretty old, so I'm gonna have to replace these as well. So that should create enough logs for those three that are going there. So I do want to put on the extensions here as well. So we'll just fit one in there. The lumberjacks will fit here. I want to keep this clear because we were probably if we need to, we'll put on another platform, and if we need more extensions, platform extensions, we can put them on either side. So, but I want to make sure that I plan for that. And what do we got here? Oh, so that's too wide, but we can put it there. There we go. Okay, so that should now produce enough. We have a ton here, but that should produce enough for at least 3 more log trains to run on that. So with that said, let us put on 3 more log trains. All right, so we have, before I do that, I did want to do one thing. So I think I can afford it. So the depot has an extension. No, I can't afford it. So we need more coal. So, all right, so I'm just going to save up and get some coal, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we should have enough coal now. I also, while I was doing that, waiting for coal to be done, I also redid this a little bit. So I put in a proper station, so we only had 1 platform. So I put in 2 platforms, and I put in this little X junction here, or crossover junction. So yeah, so that's going to work better at unloading stuff. So there was things waiting, so that'll make that a little bit more proficient and efficient. So yeah, so okay, so what I was saying is that you can do this extension here of this locomotive works, and what this is going to do is this is going to give you a ton more. Oops, I didn't want to close that. This is going to give you a ton more options for trains. So we have at least a couple more trains here. So let's just buy 1 here, and let me see what we have for log trains. So we have a new log train as well, and those cost 10 wood tokens. So I'm gonna stay with the ones that we're using here, and then we can upgrade a little bit later, so that's fine. So I know we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, so that's the weight. So each of them gets 6, and yeah, so that's good enough for that train. So let's go ahead and give that orders going from. Oops, in the wrong place. From there we go. I knew I had to be on the edge of the map, but going from here to that forest to this sawmill. And let's go ahead and duplicate him twice. All right, so that should be that. So let's start those guys on their way. And that should be a lot more logs going to the sawmill. So with that said, we're probably going to have at least 1 more train delivering planks from the sawmill in this town here to the toolworks here. So I think let's go ahead and add 1 more train there. And again, we're going to use pretty much the same setup that we did for the other ones. So let's go ahead and do a 460 Baldwin. And then actually we need 2 of those, but let's yeah, so we need 2 of those. And then for the plank trains, I think we have a bigger one here as well. I wonder, let me see what we can do here for setup here. So this is 1.16. Oh, so we can only afford 1 of those anyways, because we're not doing iron production yet, but I think we go into this era with a little bit of iron. So we'll just put 1 of those on, that's fine. So let's see what we got here. We're going to do a double engine train. So let's see what we got. So we have total tonnage of 449. And we're up to 297, so almost 300. And we're under that. 714, so if we add 1 more, 789. And we're under the tonnage. So I think that's pretty good. That'll work. That'll work well. Yep. Cool. Okay. So that works well, and we're going to give it orders. Now we can, the thing with the Mashinky is that you can actually start it without giving it orders, and it'll go and do what it thinks you should do. Like it'll pick up planks and bring it to where it thinks it should bring it. But I find that to be pretty inefficient, just to be honest with you. So I find it not to be good at all. Alright, let's look at this train here. Very nice looking train. I like it. And we should be having a good amount more of planks here being made. We may have to put on an extension for the sawmill. Unfortunately, there's a very tight squeeze between there and there. And what I'm going to have to do is probably delete some of these buildings if I need to put in an extension on that. But I think for now, I think we should be good. So let's see, we have, yeah, so looks like we're going through as much as we're going through as many logs as we're bringing in. So I think we should be good for now. Okay. Alright, so that is the wood production bolstered up to produce more tokens. And the last thing to do here is to go ahead and start doing some passenger trains between Bullet Town and also Dutch Town, and I think I want to put a few going from those two to New Haven as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see what we have as far as trains. I know we have a lot more possibilities for those. I'm going to again use the Baldwins, but let's see what we want as far as passenger trains. So we have first class, second class, dining car. So I think, let me do, so first class we have 15 or 18 passengers, but we have 10% plus income for those 15 passengers. But then you have second class, which has 25 passengers with no boost to income. So let's just do second class for now. And how many can we put on here? I do want to kind of max these out. And we're going to have to upgrade our other passenger trains as well. So 194, so that's that. So just 3, but that's 75 passengers per haul. So that's pretty damn good. And that is 495, 4.95. So if we actually had a 2 engine, it wouldn't be as efficient, I don't think. We wouldn't be able to gain as much, because we're already up past 5. And again, I like to keep them under 8. So, alright, so that's good. So let us just give this guy orders to go from, let's see here, where do we want to go first? Let's just zoom out here, make it a little bit easier to navigate. We're going to go from here, Dutch Town, to Bullet Town. We'll call it the Bullet Train. Alright, so I want another one of those. So let's duplicate. Hopefully we don't run out of resources here, or resource tokens. Yeah, so we need more wood planks. Alright, so let's just send this guy on his way. And we should be getting more wood planks or wood tokens here soon. So I think what I'm going to do... is while we're waiting, I'm going to have a little fun here with the roadworks. So I think I'm going to start trying to deliver planks from here. No, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to start delivering logs. So let's get a station up here and then put on some log trains. So, but before I do that, I do need to start accepting logs here. And then put on a station. So let's go ahead and put on a station. So let's see here. So we don't need a big station, and we'll just put it on. Just put it here, I think. Second. Oh, I need a station, not a road, a station. So we'll go there. How close can we get here? Okay, so here. Actually, can I do it just here? Yeah, I think that'll work. Just like that. We may need to redo this a little bit. Actually, can I? No. Okay, so that'll work for now. So we're just experimenting. We may need to redo this. So, and I think we just need two. We'll just need two because we're not going to put that many cars on, I don't think. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so this one should already be accepting logs, and it is. Alright, so we have, let's see. Oh, we have a couple. So this one will do, looking like, is that 8 logs? I guess 8 logs? Yeah, so 8 logs. Okay. So let's buy 4 of those. And let's go ahead and give them orders. I probably should have duplicated them, but give them orders to go from here to there. Perfect. I like it. Let's just pause real quick because I'm going to duplicate the orders on these other guys. Perfect. Good. And one more. There we go. So let's start those guys off as well. Actually, I'm going to start just 2 of them and then give them a little headway. And then wait just a minute or 2 and then start the other guys. Let's speed this up. So I just want these guys to pick up the logs and then be on their way back. And then we'll start these 2. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Let's look at these guys. Ah, that's a cool looking log train. Or log train. Log vehicle. I like it. See what they look like when they're picking up the logs. Oh yeah. Cool. That's very cool. I like it. It's a good variety of logs too. Like this one has a little knot in it. Nice. So that should, and they both do it like at the same time, so don't have to wait for the other one to load up. I like it. That's very cool. Yeah, it's looking like a little road now, like a little little traffic road. Like it's gotten a good amount of cars on it. Gonna have to watch our traffic on the roads as well, I guess. I like it. Yeah, so that should really increase our production here of planks as well. How is our plank production here? So what are we looking at? So we have, okay, so now we have a ton of logs, and not enough plank production. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put on an extension here, at least one. And I don't want to put it there because we need this corridor here. So let's go ahead and just, I hate doing this, but let's delete this. I think that should be enough to put him in there. No, we're going to need to delete that guy as well. That's kind of crappy, but okay, whatever. Can we afford this one as well? Well, that one just gives us money. We don't need that. But how about this one? Oh, that one takes a lot of space, so we'd have to delete these as well. But let's just go with that for now, because that will do one more per 2 cycles, it looks like, or 3 cycles. So that works. So that should do our plank production a little bit further up here. That should help it out. Do we have another sawmill? That's the question. Do we have another sawmill around? We have one over here. So that could be a possibility as well. Now that we have tracks going down here. So we may want to hook that up as well. But let's see what we do with this one. Should be fine. Do we have any up here? We don't. Okay, so that's really kind of the only 2 in this corner. There's another one up here, but that's way too far away. Alright, cool. So that's a plan for the future. Now, let's go ahead and I think we have enough planks. So let's go ahead and put on our passenger trains that we wanted. So let's get a... what are we doing here? Let's get a Baldwin. And then passenger train. Let's do another... we'll do a second class. That looks like it. 94. Yeah, so I didn't think that would fit, but we're gonna need that anyways. Alright, so let's give this guy orders to go from. So we'll have 2 going back and forth here between these 2 towns. Just close this for now. Plus go from here to here. So that will be 2 going from there to there. And let's go ahead and put on 1 more. Just pause real quick. Let's go ahead and put on 1 more. And we'll do the Baldwin again. Put on that and do 2 more of those. And we'll take this guy from New Haven here. And then we'll deliver some passengers over to, what do you think? We'll do it the long way. We'll do it this, because I'm pretty sure that the further you go, the more you get per passenger. All right, so let's start him on his way. I like those cars, the second class cars, so nice. Alright. So that should help those towns grow pretty quick. We're going to need to upgrade these guys as well pretty soon, I think. Yeah, so that's very cool. So, alright. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when there's more, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as they say. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe, and I will see everybody next time. Bye for now.